What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is All Things Cinco EDC. I'm Cinco. Thank you for joining me once again. If you're back for a second time and you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the little bell. I try to do a different video every week, at least once a week. So if you don't get notifications, please hit that bell so you can see when the next one comes out. We got a bunch of videos coming out down the road, so don't miss out. I'm going to make this one short and sweet for you guys today, but what we're going to go over in this video is an unboxing of what you see here. This is a red dot option, red dot offering from Tacticon Armament. This is the Apex Predator version 2 reflex sight. So here we are, guys. This is a new offering from Tacticon Armament. This is the Apex Predator version 2. It's a reflex sight. It has red and green reticles, as you see there. It has also 4 different reticles, which is interesting and why I wanted to see what this was about. It also has a QD mount, which is going to serve a great purpose because I've been looking for an optic for my AK pistol for a while because it's been topless. So this was a very affordable option. So let's see what we got in here. This is kind of a true unboxing. I opened it up last night just to put a battery in it, but let's see. Let's go through the contents. So we have a standard cardboard box here. I don't really care about the packaging as much because I'm not holding on to it for very long. But here we got a lifetime warranty registration, 25% off lifetime discount if you register. Seems like we got an instruction manual of sorts here, which we'll go through in a little bit. Shows you all the features here. Maybe I'll roll in a still shot of this thing so you guys can read through it carefully. We got here a standard silica gel packet. These are very good. Put them in your shoes so your feet don't stink. We have a microfiber cloth, as most optics come with these days, to clean your glass so you don't scratch it by cleaning it with your shirt. We got a standard CR2032 watch battery here, which is probably the most popular one for optics these days. It actually comes with 2. I popped one in the optic already last night. What else do we have here? We also have here 2 Allen keys. Seem like standard Allen keys. Let's see what we got here. A bigger one and a small one. Not sure what they're for. Probably for windage and elevation. So I guess we'll find out in a minute. We'll put that there. And it seems like that's all. And now the optic itself. So this is the optic that comes in plastic. And dun 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 dun. This is the Apex Predator B2, as you can see there. So I'll give you a quick overview of how that looks. That looks pretty good. You got some buttons there. It looks like the Allen key is for the windage and elevation. Though those look like the same size, so I guess the other one is for... Not sure, but I guess we'll find out. At first feel, this thing feels pretty solid. It feels like solid metal. It's got like an EOTech style casing over the top here, probably to protect this weaker material that's underneath, which I like that. That's pretty good. You got your QD latch here. That looks pretty good. It's also metal, so I like that. Let's see how that works. Okay, standard QD. Put this on your Picatinny rail. We'll actually try it out in a minute. I have the AK pistol with me now. This is interesting. You have this lever here at the bottom. Seems like it rotates between reticles. So you have the circle dot, crosshairs with dot. You have just a dot, and then you have a circle with crosshairs with dot. So that's pretty interesting. If that works effectively, I would say that's a hell of an offering to give you in one little reticle. This is the battery tray here. I put a battery in there last night. It looks like it just pulls in and out. It sits under a little bit of tension. So once you pop it in, it doesn't look like that's gonna go anywhere. Okay, so let's go over what I'm sure most people wanna see is how do these reticles actually work, and is it really red or green? That's one of the main reasons I bought it, so let's go through it. I'm gonna put this thing in manual focus because it's the only way you can catch that reticle, so bear with me and see what I can get you guys here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's see if I can get you guys. Okay, so first and foremost, let's cycle through and see the different reticles. So that's the crosshairs with dot. That is the dot itself. That is the crosshairs. And that is the circle dot. So that's pretty interesting. It looks like it just rotates through a set of reticles, which looks kind of cheap initially, but if it works correctly, I would think that's a really good option and probably something more people will adopt in the future. I'm not sure. Comes off as pretty cheap, but if it works right, why not? So let's go through. Okay, so initially I thought these buttons here, I'm not sure if you can see. Initially, I thought these buttons here, like standard optics, were plus and minus for the brightness, but no. So I'm switching between autofocus and manual focus, but once you hit these buttons, it switches from green to red. So that's pretty interesting. I've not seen that before on another optic. So let me put you back in manual focus. Let's go here. So if you see here, oh, this is hard to do on camera, but I'm trying to get you guys a good vision here. Once you hit this, oh, okay, so that's red. You go back to the other button, that's green. So it seems like you just hit the green button, it cycles through the reticles, as opposed to being brightness and darkening. So it just cycles through the brightness settings. The same for all of them, even if you switch the reticle. Let me try and focus this in a little more. It seems like it gets a little blurry once you go up. So at any point you can switch between red and green. Let's see if we switch reticles here. And how that works. Switch between red, green, and it just cycles through. So that's interesting. To the naked eye, seems to me like the lowest and the second lowest reticle look pretty good. I'll show you guys there. It gets pretty bright. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brightness settings, so that's pretty cool. So according to their spec sheet, when you're on any of these reticles here that have something other than just the dot, it's a 2 MOA dot with a 50 MOA circle, but when you switch to here, that's a 3 MOA dot. So that's pretty cool. I've never seen anybody mix and match like that, so I think it's an interesting idea they're going with here. We'll see how good it works. So you can see your windage and elevation here. Seems like you got to have Allen key with you at all times, so I'm not sure that's a cool idea, but we'll see. I mean, it's not like you're adjusting it on the fly, so maybe it's not such a big deal. This quick detach lever looks like it works pretty good. It's got a standard detent in there, if you can see that. You pull back on this thing, the detent comes out. Once you latch it down, feels pretty solid, feels pretty good in place there. Other than that, feels pretty good. So let's go ahead and bring in the AK pistol here to see how good this quick detach works. So here I got the AK pistol before you now. So this puppy here has been sitting topless for a while. I mean, it has its standard iron sights, but I've been looking for an optic to put on this thing, and this thing was affordable. So I believe I got this for about $98 on sale. I'm not sure what it is now, but even at its most, I think it's like 120, 130. So let's go ahead and pop this thing on here now and see how that looks. That feels like it locked in there pretty solid. Can't hear any jiggle other than that front end. So let's see how that looks. So I guess that's cool. You can throw your reticle lever there at a moment's notice. Let's pop the magazine in there to get the full look. So that's how that would look. Let me move this out of the way there. That's pretty good looking. I would say it's going after that little EOTech look. EOTech does that whole metal over the plastic to keep it a little more secure. But I gotta say that does look pretty good, especially for a little budget optic. Put that thing over and see what it looks like. So yeah, I gotta say that doesn't look terrible. I guess I'll take this thing to the range, zero it out, play with the different reticles, and see how good this thing works, especially under recoil. Though this thing's not gonna have a ton of recoil, but considering I got it for $100 let's see how they turn out. Tacticon seems to be putting out a lot of stuff these days, so let's see what kind of reputation they're building. Welcome back up top, guys. Let me give you another look at this thing. This is how it looks. I actually think it looks pretty cool. Let me swing this thing over. This is how it looks on the AK pistol. It's got a decent look going. It's a budget optic, so we're not expecting craziness out of it, but I gotta say, for the price, it does look pretty cool. It's locked in there pretty solid. There's no rattle. One more time. I like that they put the buttons on this side because you can switch reticles while you're holding this thing. So it's right there up top. You can switch on there pretty easy. They left a little space here so you can hit your throw levers if you wanted to switch reticles. I can't imagine somebody would do that very often. Not in the middle of shooting at least, but you have it there, easy to go. So comment down below, what do you guys think? Does it look cool? Does it look tactical? Does it look cheap? What do you think? It feels pretty solid. I mean, it's got this metal casing on it. I'll take this thing out to the range, zero it, see how it performs, and I'll give you guys a further review on this thing. Also the AK. That's what I got for you guys today. I tried to just make it short and sweet and fill you in on what I got going on. So I'll take that thing out. Like I said, I'll go get it zeroed. I'll update you guys on what that looks like. I'm also going to get reviews for the AK while I'm out there. I've had it for a while though, so I'll get you guys some footage on that. So stay tuned, guys. I want to get you as much content as possible. So subscribe down below. Let me know what you think of the optic. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so when I put out the video of the review on it, you guys will be informed on it and you can see it. It's a $99 optic, so if it works out pretty good, I think this is a viable option for a lot of us guys. You gotta admit, we're not trying to break the bank, but we do want some good optics. So that's it, guys. That's all I got for you today. As always, get armed, get trained, protect the innocent. I love you guys. Jesus Christ is King. Stay tuned for more.